What's good, YouTube? YouTube, what's good with you, baby? How's everything going? Well, I gotta get my little situation situated. What's good with y'all? How y'all feel this morning? YouTube, what's good? We live, huh? How's everything going? Come on in. I know I'm running a little behind schedule. I know. What's good with y'all this morning? Come on in. How y'all feel? I know I'm moving a little slow. I'm moving a little slow, and I'm moving a little. I don't know. I got up enough time. I got up early enough to get here on time too. But good job. You made it in spite of everything, all the obstacles that was in your way. You still made it, didn't you? We're still here, aren't we? We still here on our assignment. How about that? We still here, right? We still here in spite of everything that we've had to endure in this thing called life. We're still here, right? Is it the truth of the matter? Am I just right here trying to a figment of my imagination? Is it a figment of my imagination that we still here and that we still conscious? That we still on point, on time, interacting according to the power that worketh within us? How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Come on in. Y'all come on into the assignment. How y'all feel? Come on in. Come on in. You know, you might as well get on up and through here. Yeah, you might as well come on and get on up and through here. Ain't no reason not to. I'm trying to set this table up a little bit because y'all know. Get a slide on me. What's up with you? How's everything going? Come on in to the assignment. How y'all feel this morning? Facebook family and friends. YouTube, what they do. What they do, YouTube. Oh, should I answer that? Takai, I gotta call you back. I'm going live right now, my brother. What's good with you? Hello? I said I'm going live right now. You just interrupt me on my live, my podcast. I gotta call you back. But you come to the shop. Come to the shop later, all right? I'm sorry, y'all. Had my little mentee. Had one of my little mentees right there. What's good with y'all, YouTube? What's good with your Facebook family and friends? How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Y'all might as well come on in. Did you hear me? I said you might as well come on in. Ain't no reason not to. I heard it's getting cold outside here in Atlanta. I heard it's a little nip. It's like a little nip in the air. What's good with you, YouTube? Come on in. I know y'all can't see me right now. It's all good. I'm getting ready, you know what I'm saying, give y'all light. You feel me? Because darkness got to be on the bottom side of the hourglass. So in order for me to give y'all what y'all need, we got to be walking in the light. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to give y'all some light right here. Y'all ready? On the march. Get set. Ready, go. Y'all still there? I can't see you. Y'all still there? I can't see you. Y'all just said, open your eyes then. I just Mr. Hourglass man, just open your eyes and you'll be able to see. Oh, okay. Ah. It's all good. Come on up and through here. It's all good in the neighborhood. Come on up. Y'all might well come on up. I heard it's a little nip in the air out there. I heard it's a little nip in the air. It's a little nip out there. It's all good. Y'all come on through the sign, man. It's all good. We might as well make it do what it do. I just came through and tell every individual on the sound of my voice, good job. We made it. Good job. You did your thing. You handled your business. Even when the odds was against you, you still handled your business. You feel me? You stood on business. Yeah. That's the new little slogan now. Y'all stand on business out here in these streets. Yeah, I'm stand on business. But continue to stand on your business then, my brother. Do your thing. Handle your business. And so that's the new little word out here now. I'm standing on business. It's all good. Stand on your business, handle your business. Do your thing. I'm a little behind schedule this morning. Didn't really have to be. For whatever reason, when I get up in the morning, my phone rang this morning, woke me up, kind of got me, in the state of mind where I need to be. But after that phone call, after that brief call, I kind of like just sat back for a second. And why I did that, I sat back for that few little minutes instead of getting up and going head on and taking care of the business so I can get here within the 9 o'clock hour. I think it was like 9:07, something like that there when I chimed in. But anyway, I'll make up for a few minutes. Y'all know my assignment is Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. That's my assignment, you know what I'm saying? And so whether it's 9:01 or 9:59, I'm still within the 9 o'clock hour. I got to do better with getting in a little early. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 minutes after 9. I shouldn't be if it's a 9 o'clock hour, I shouldn't be nothing after 10, 9, 10. 9, 10 should be getting off at about 10:10, So I'll never give y'all under an hour, no matter what. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It was all good in the neighborhood. I came on in this morning. I feel like a little nip outside. Somebody told me it was kind of nippy, like it's a little sweater weather. Sweater weather. You feel me? It's sweater weather. And that's all well and good. So the temperature is changing and everything is, toning down. So we go through these seasons annually. You know what I'm saying? Some different than others, but at the same time, we know winter is going to come just like summer will come. We know fall is going to come just like spring going to come. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come. All we got to do is sit up and just keep getting up every morning, keep waking up every morning. We'll feel it too. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. I really probably need to light me old Paulo. You know what I'm saying? I probably need to light me old Paulo Santo. Did y'all Google that? Paulo, Palosanto, and see if it's a mechanism by which you can use to enlighten yourself or give yourself a boost of understanding and comprehension. There's smells now. Just trust me, your olfactory nerves is significant. You got some olfactory. Go Google it. Olfactory. Olfactory. You know, so they're olfactory nerves. Nerves. Come on now, don't play with me. Y'all know I'm a speller. I'll spell your Hey, look, I will spell your behind up under the pew somewhere, man. I'm a speller. Y'all know I'm a speller. me tell y'all something about it. I think by me being a sapiosexual, I'm a sapio, you know. I'm sapio, S-A-P-I-O. Yeah, sapiosexual, just a person that just love to hear words, saying he get turned on by conversations and words and, saying accolations and things of that nature, saying? It ain't nothing special. But anyway, how y'all feel this morning? Huh? Come on in. I'm waiting on y'all to come on in. That's all. I'm just waiting on y'all to come on in. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to go in? Y'all know I don't have no problem with going in. Yeah, I don't have a problem with going in. I couldn't reach over there to get the Parlo, so I gotta do the Nog Shampa this morning. Did you hear me? I said I'll do the Nog Shampa. Google it for yourself. Nagchampa. It's Nog Shampa. Sometimes them scents kind of get you going a little bit too. The little incense gets you going a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It do set the tone and the tenor for a more relaxating state of mind. Just a little bit more. What does it say? What does Nog Shampa say? Hold on, let me see. Nog Shampa benefits.
Here's a summary from Incense Sticks. Benefits of Nag Champa incense. Nag Champa incense clears negative energy. Calming environment to distress in. Helps to calm and focus your mind. Spreads positivity. Improves sleep. An impact on our chakra points.
Okay. All right. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah. It clears negative energy. When things don't feel right and the energy is off, you may get an unpleasant vibe, or on occasions, you can light your Nog Shampa. It's a calming environment to distress in. You can light one for that. Helps to calm and focus your mind. See, I'm telling you, I told y'all it's something about your olfactory nerves. It smells. Yeah, smells triggers and traumas. You know what I'm saying? Smell will trigger a trauma. Yes, it will. A certain smell that you smelled when you was going through a traumatic experience, and you smell that smell again, it'll trigger a whole trauma in your mind. Yes, it will. You got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful about smells, because they can trigger a trauma. Smells can actually trigger an anxiety attack too. But this one here spreads positivity, and it helps you to improve your sleep. And it impacts on your chakra points. It has an impact on your chakra. We know that we have 7 chakras, at least that they told us, from the base of your spine up to the, the crown of your head. And they go from that direction. They go from, 1 being at the base, which is the root chakra, all the way up, to your crown chakra, which is, 7. So y'all Google that for yourself. I did a whole series on the chakras. What does a chakra look like when it's out of sync and out of balance and off, cue, and then what it looks like when it's aligned and balanced. And so there is a significant difference between those two entities in the earth. I just want y'all to know the difference. So when you're walking out of sync and you're trying to find out why I feel off, why I feel like everything is not centered, that's why. Your chakra. Check your chakras. Chakras. It's the chakras. It's 7. And so y'all might be able to, tap into that. But anyway, how y'all feel this morning? Come on in. I came on in, to deliver a quick little, I don't have no reservations of for not to speak into the mind of the people. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, you know. And so at the same time, I don't really have a problem with it, y'all. I am the master of my thoughts. Ooh, that's deep right there. Y'all know I could go in from there. I am a master of my thoughts. You gotta master. You gotta have the ability to master your thoughts and keep your thoughts under subjection. I am a magnet for all good things, and I've been provided with everything I need now. I don't bother worry or doubting. I fulfill my desires in my inner world. If hardships present themselves in my journey, I consider them as milestones and progress towards realizing my vision to completion. And I've accomplished everything I've imagined. I know that this is just the beginning. Ooh-wee. Let me tell you something. I am consistent, persistent. I realize that my outer world is but a mirror of my inner world, and the mirror reflects my conscious state of mind. Rather than changing the mirror, I change the state of conscientiousness the mirror reflects. This is no, this is no one to change but self. I am kind to others, and others are kind to me. And I am love, and our love reflects back to me. I satisfy my desires in my inner world, and it manifests in my outer world. Wow. I ain't read through this book. That's 888. I ain't read through this book in a minute. I'm inspired. Mhm. I realize that I do what I do because I am who I am. What seems hard for others is effortless for me. Hard work is effortless for me because I am fully aligned with my desires. Taking action is effortless for me because I let love take its course. I have a magnetic and dynamic personality, radiant with love, confidence, certainty, and optimism. I attract only beneficial circumstances in my life. Ooh-wee. Oh, I like that. I attract only beneficial circumstances. And you got to say this for yourself. Like, hey, look, I'm sitting here reading. I'm just dropping jewels. I'm just reading right now. I got a lot on my plate, a lot on my mind, a lot of my thoughts. And I'm just kind of like unraveling in front of y'all. Y'all know I'll sit here and I'll ramble for about an hour. You feel me? For about an hour. You know what I'm saying? That's that Miami. That's not an hour, because you say an hour, they're going to run you out the hood. They'll run your behind out the hood. So it's an hour. Yeah, get on out of here with that. Hey, listen, man. Nah, get on out of here with that, man. You know what I'm saying? You get an eye, but you got an eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all 1 hour. 1 hour of my time, my energy, my efforts. You know, for me, for whatever reason, this seems effortless now that I've came on so much. You know what I'm saying? I realize that what I do because I am who I am. And what seems hard to others is effortless for me. And hard work is effortless for me because I am aligned. I'm fully aligned with my desires. Taking action is effortless for me because I let love take its course. I have a magnetic and dynamic personality, radiant with love, confidence, certainty, and optimism. I attract only beneficial circumstances in my life. Ooh, I said I only attract beneficial. It's beneficial circumstances, and I'm going to attract those things in my life based on the fact that my heart's desire is pure. Remember yesterday I told y'all that he said we don't have to be perfect, but we must be pure. That word came hot off the press. He said, tell them I said that they don't have to be perfect. So stop walking around here thinking you're Mr. Perfect, sir, because you're not. Even as a husband, you're not perfect. You know what I mean? And so at the same time, even as a wife, ma'am, even as you walk around in this thing called life as a wife, you're not perfect in your wifeyhood. You're not perfect. You might be close to it, but you're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And so you're going to be flawed too, like everyone else in the atmosphere. We're full of flaws. And he said, tell them I said that there'll never be perfect, but you must be pure. Ooh, there's a significant difference there. There's a significant difference there. You might not have the ability to be perfect out here in these streets because you're not perfect. But one thing you do have the ability to do is have a pure heart. As you deal with people and as you deal with the circumstances of life and as you deal with environments and as you deal with circumstances, you're going to have to walk in purity. Yeah. And so at the same time, this word that came through my spirit a few days ago, I just wrote it down and kept it moving. That's what I did. I wrote it down, but I kept it moving. In the process of writing it down, I just kept it moving. And so I just went through my notes again because y'all know I get these downloads now that I stay tapped in. I just stay tapped in to the center and the circumference of my being, right? And he said, be prudent in all of your ways. Be prudent, be circumspect. Make sure that you walking in you're walking in diligence, being diligent in your thoughts and in your mind and in your conscientiousness. And so this is what he told me years ago when I walked and I walked out of, you know what I'm saying, federal prison. And he said, never look back. And when I walked out of that door and they let me go on 07, 02, 07, 07, 02, 07, 07, right? They let me go. And at the same time, I walked out to go to the bus station because I had to get bused from where I was to where I was going. And at the same time, they'll give you a bus ticket and tell you to get home the best way you can. And I got there, right? And when I walked out those gates and I never looked back. And to this day, I'm thankful I've never been back. And so at the same time, I'm here to tell somebody that life will change you and you can change your life. Did you hear me? I say life will change you and then you can change your life. I'm a living testimony of that life will change you. Keep going through life and keep going through ups and downs and trials and tribulations. And I tell you that life will mold you. If you're not careful, life will mold you. It can mold you into a sour, bitter individual. Just like it'll mold you into a sweet cupcake. You walk around here all sweet, all up. Yeah. You don't want to be sweet out here in these streets, though. Don't be sweet now. You ain't no sweet. You ain't gonna be no sweetie. You ain't gonna be no sweetie pie out here in these streets. You better not walk out of the prison with being no sweetie pie. And dudes done turned you into a sweetie pie. Nah, we ain't finna do all that. So we go the same way we went in is the same way we came out. The same exact way, soldier. Cause we came out here, you better soldier all the way up. If they do see a weakness in you, they gonna come for you. If they see a weakness in you, just like society, if they see a weakness in you, ma'am, they will come for you. Just like if they see a weakness, if you wear your sleeve, if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, and anybody could come out and just touch your feelings like that there so easily, the first thing they say to you, and you done fell and wavered, and now you all done in a fetal position under the dining room table, called up in a fetal because somebody said something to you that hurt your feelings. You better strengthen up out here in these streets. You better toughen up. I'm here to toughen you up this morning. Maybe I ain't finna be here on no sweet cake pie, no sweet pie type of time right now. I ain't finna listen. Now, if you need a sweet pie dude, then go on to another podcast and go to somebody. I'm sure some sweet cakes out here that will, sweeten you right on up and get you right where you need to be. But right now, this morning, I ain't on that type time. The same way I went in was the same way I came out. The same exact way. I just came out with more knowledge and information about the mistakes and about how it all transpired. I questioned the creator of all things while I was in the valley of low experience. While I was on the belly of the well experience, I had some questions. I'm like, how did I end up here? Because I walked out of the door. Because I walked out the back door to go see what someone else had. And I guess that moment in time when I wasn't walking in due diligence and I wasn't walking in being circumspect and prudent, that this CI, a confidential informant, was trying to work his time down, jam me up because he was trying to work his time down. You got to be careful out here. And so at the same time, I heard after I came home that he had done jammed up by 15 other more brothers, 15 other more people that he had done jammed up to get his time worked down. He jammed everybody up because he was a CI. You know what I'm saying? He led me out that back door like a cow going to the slaughter. Ooh-wee. And I'm here this morning to tell you that there is a dwelling place. Oh my, listen, man. I came in this morning to tell you that there is a dwelling place that we must remain. You know, if you dwell somewhere and you reside somewhere for any length of time, then you're dwelling there. So there is a dwelling place in the atmosphere. But you got to know where the dwelling place is. Sometimes people want to make the dwelling place the synagogue. Sometimes people want to make the dwelling place a church behind the four consecrated walls of the church. And I asked major questions when I was on the backside of the desert. I asked major questions because I was concerned. Because how is it that you will turn a blessing into a curse? Ooh-wee. And so I have to be careful as I walk through this thing called life, because I have to know where is the dwelling place. And at the same time, I had to turn my face to the wall multiple times. In that 3.5 year stint, I had to turn my face to the wall. I keep telling y'all at one time, see, my knuckles used to be so dark right there. My knuckles used to be so dark. You know what I'm saying? They used to be so dark right there. See, they still kind of look kind of crazy a little bit. But I used to beat the walls all the time, right? For about 3.5 years, I used to beat the walls. That boom, boom, boom. I just used to sit there. I just used to sit there and just had my hand like this. I just to beat the wall. I just to beat the wall with my knuckles. Just make sure my knuckles were just real nice and tight. You know what I'm saying? Real nice and tight. And so at the same time, they turned brown and black on me based on the fact I used to sit there and just beat the walls for years. I just beat the wall. I just hit the walls with my knuckles. I don't know why. And at the same time, I said that as I turned my face to the wall, right? I'm here to tell somebody that I know of a specific dwelling place that sometimes in this thing called life, you're going to have to dwell there. Ooh, and sometimes I know a person might say, I could dwell in my mind. No, that's not the correct place, is in your mind. I know somebody, I go to church one time a week on Sundays. I go to church, or I just stay in the church all day, all night. I'll stay there. I'll live there. And that's okay behind the four consecrated walls. But that's not where the dwelling place that he told me to tell the mind of the people to dwell. Ooh-wee. And so I got to set the record straight that sometimes people will find their career as a dwelling place. They'll take their career and say, I'll dwell in my career and saturate myself with a lot of work. That way I won't be able to have the capacity of my mind to continue to think through processes, because I'll just saturate myself with work. And that's okay too. And guess what? Another place they say, you know what? I'll do that in school. I'll become a career student. And I'll just matriculate through these highest of educations, and I'll get all these degrees, and I'll become a career student. And you got some people like that here too. But I'm here this morning to tell every individual in the sound of my voice where he told me that he said, tell the people that the dwelling place by which I want them to dwell is in your heart. Ooh, see, that shifted the dynamic right there, because now you got to go inward. Ooh, see, now it's not based on anything outside of yourself. It's based on nothing external. So at the same time, when I was riding, I'm always, for whatever reason, look like I'm driving. Maybe that's when I get my downloads, is when I drive. Because when I drive, I have a peace of mind. I can focus, because at the same time, I'm focusing on the road and how to navigate through traffic. Because I feel as though when you're driving, that is a way that navigation, that you gotta navigate, you gotta manipulate, that you gotta look at the world, and you gotta look at all the cars around you, and then make sure that you drive for them too. And so at the same time, when I'm driving, maybe this is where I get my downloads. So he said, tell them that the dwelling place that I desire them to dwell is in their hearts. Ooh. See, that changed the dynamic, because now you can't saturate yourself with all the work and the career. Now you can't saturate your mind with all these things that will cause you to be drowned through your thoughts. He said that the dwelling place that I desire to meet you is in your heart. Your heart is the dwelling place by which you must dwell, ma'am. Sir, it's in your heart. That's the dwelling place. So I came this morning as Kendrick V. Davis Sr. I am your thought provoker and your thought provoking specialist. Y'all know I'm on assignment when I sit behind this sacred desk and close my eyes and speak into the mind of the people. I don't have no reason not to, because he called me to do this and challenged me and changed me and charged me to do this. And so when I sit here in the morning, don't think you see the same person that you will see after hours. I'm a whole nother brother. But as I sit here this morning and I said, tell them, he said, tell them I said that the dwelling place by which I want to meet them is in their hearts. It's an internal dwelling place, ma'am, that you must come to within your own self, within your own mind, within your own thoughts, within your own understanding, within your own acknowledgement, within your own acceptance. You're going to have to dwell in the dwelling place of your heart. That's where he wants to meet you. That's when you're going to get some reckoning, some reconciliation. That's when you can be reconciled. It's in your heart, because your heart is the dwelling place by which he desired to meet you, is in your heart. At the same time, y'all know I put my stethoscope on and measure the rhythms of your heart, because the rhythms of your heart will beat in a specific rhythm of that bicuspid and tricuspid valve that open and close, that give you that boom, 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 boom noise. Yeah. It's a bicuspid and tricuspid valve that opens and closes in your heart, man. That's what gives you that thump noise, that boom, 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 boom. That's what those are two valves open and closing in your heart. You ain't gotta, hey, look, you got 4 sections. You ain't gotta believe me. Google it for yourself. The bicuspid and tricuspid valves. That's what you do. Yep. You got an atrium. You got 2 ventricles in your heart. You got 4 chambers of your heart. 4. Anyway, I didn't see an open heart surgery before. Y'all know I worked in the OR, you know what I'm saying, as a student going into, I think, my second year of radiologic technology school as an x-ray tech, right? And so at the same time, I looked down into the chest cavity of a heart. I've seen it already. One of the most phenomenal things you ever want to see is a heart beating inside the chest cavity of a person, of a human being. You look down into their chest cavity and you see their heart beating. Ooh-wee. Well, that's something else to see that like that, though. That is something else to see that, y'all. Almost made me fall out enough. Ain't gonna lie to y'all. It almost made me fall out. I almost went there. Yeah, I almost went. I tell this story all the time. I almost fell out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, but at the same time, so that's where he wants to meet you. Is in the chambers. That's fully aligned. There's a dwelling place inside of yourself that he wants to meet you. And it's in your heart, man. Did you hear me? He wants to meet you in your heart. You know you got to have a clean and a pure heart. It's not going to be a perfect heart, but you got to be pure. You can't be doing devious and slimy stuff and then act like, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be all right. You got to be pure. Yeah. And so at the same time, this is a beautiful thing, right? Maybe I need to read something to y'all. The universe is mental. Let me put my dumps on. Y'all know I gotta put my dumps on, right? Cause this print right here getting kind of small. I gotta put my dumps on. I'm gonna read something to y'all, and I was gonna tell y'all about, but I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna reveal it right now because at the same time, I'm working too diligent to get it done. So look, check this out, y'all. I'm reading y'all out of this book right here, Project 369. The keys of the universe, evolve conscientiousness. And so now check this out. Everything in the universe is consciousness. Consciousness is mind. Mind is light. And light is all. You know, and each individual is merely the individual express. He said each individual is merely the individual expression of the one mind via the conditions placed upon it. The light is the effect. Everything that happens in our physical realities is the cause of a mental state which precedes it. There's nothing that exists within the physical world that didn't first exist within the mind. Woo-wee. God created man in his image, and God's image is your wonderful human imagination. You, as God, also create the world, your world in your own image, as within, so without. So you express your subconscious mind through your conscious mind. So let's look. You impress your subconscious mind through your conscious mind, and your subconscious mind expresses itself automatically. Nothing can exist in your outer world unless it first exists within your inner world. and your inner world is mental. Everything that you see in the universe is merely the manifestation of the mind of God. And since God is in your imagination, everything that exists in your outer world is also the manifestation of God. Everything in this world is inside the mind of God. And there is nothing in this world that does not exist in the mind of God. All of your thoughts are thoughts of the mind of God, and your ability to choose your thoughts gives you the ability to choose your reality. Ooh-wee. Whether your thoughts are good, bad, or indifferent, they are coming from the same source, and that source is God. There is nothing created in the world that is not first thought of and imagined, and there is nothing created in the world without the awareness of its creation. It is now time for you to awaken and open your eyes to the true nature of reality, mind, and conscientiousness. Wow. Ooh. Oh man, that was impactful. That was packed full of a lot of information. Ooh, that was impactful. The universe is mental. Mm. Wow. Yeah. So we here this morning. We on our side, man. And I'm here to tell everybody, good job. Good job. Good job. You did your thing. You did your thing. What listen, have you done your best? What more is left? Have you done your best? What more is left after your best? What more? What more can you do if you done did your best? How about somebody tell you your best ain't good enough? Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do if somebody tell you your best wasn't good enough? Hey, boy, that'd be something that somebody walk up to you and tell you your best wasn't good enough. Like you did your best, but it wasn't good enough for me. Ooh, well, how did it make you feel? If you know you did your best, right? That you know for a fact you've done your best, YouTube. You know for a fact you've done your best. And somebody tell you, well, your best wasn't good enough. How would that make you feel? Just to know that your best, you put your best foot forward in raising your children. You put your best foot forward in having a relationship, you know what I'm saying, with your spouse, you know, and you did your best with how you was brought up and how you came out of the ranks of, you know what I'm saying, of Liberty City, you know what I'm saying, during the crack epidemic, you know what I'm saying, you did your best. Like you did your best, right? And somebody tell you years later, like, look, you know, it's here. You know, you did your best, but your best wasn't good enough, soldier. You did your best, man, but it still wasn't good enough. How did it make you feel that a child, your child, right? Your child tell you after they grown and gone and got out and now they got their own kids, that whatever your best was, it wasn't good enough for me. How would that make you feel? I'm just saying, how would that make you feel if they tell you your best wasn't good enough? What would happen? How would that make you feel if they tell you, like, your best, whatever your best was, sir, however you did your best to help me through the process of life, it still wasn't good enough. That is a hurtful feeling. I can tell you that. That would be a hurtful feeling. Is for somebody to tell you that your best wasn't good enough. Damn. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, good job, black man. Hey, black woman, good job. You done your thing. You did your due. Yeah, you did it. You raised your kids from single family in a single family home. Dad probably wasn't there, you know. Well, mom probably wasn't there, dads, and some dads raised their children and the mothers wasn't there. She copped out early, left him, and left the baby with the dad. It happens that way too. So I don't want to be biased on this podcast right here and say that, say it doesn't happen on both sides of the spectrum, because it does. I was a single dad that raised 2 kids by myself. Yeah, I got custody of my children February 11, 1998. So I had 2 kids, and by me not wanting to put their mother on child support, the child support office wanted to charge me child support when I was a single custodial parent through the 11th judicial court system that I got full parental custody of my children. February 11, 1998. I still got that paper to this day. At the same time, right now, they just want to tell me I still owe child support. When I had my children in my custody, I remember one day, y'all, I took my children, right, with me. I let them stay out of school and took them. I had Kendrick and Denard on each side of me at the child support office, right? I said, here's my kid. I kept them out of school, man. This is after about the 4th or 5th time of me going down to try to get my child support like changed and say, no, I don't want it. Nobody, they felt like somebody better got to be on the child support. I'm like, nah, she had me on child support, but I don't want to put her on child support. So, just close that out. Don't worry about it. I got what I wanted, was to raise my 2 boys by myself. I didn't have a problem with that. So that was February 11, 1998. I got custody of my children. And so at the same time, they said, well, you got to put her on child support. I said, no, don't worry about it. Don't put her on no child support. Just, she ain't got no money to pay for no child support. And so they would never take me off. And so after a year of me fighting with these people and telling these people, hey, look, y'all need to go ahead on and get me off child support, because now y'all taking money out the kids' mouth, because I'm full parental custody. I have full parental custody of my children. And them people would not change that stuff in the computer, y'all. They would not do it. And then one day, probably about after a year of me fighting with these people, right? I probably a year later, after me fighting with these people, going back and forth, I told her, I said, look, the lady ran me all the way out the door around the corner. It used to be on top of the Ross building on West Flagler Street. And so that lady came all the way outside and walked me down the sidewalk and said, sir, you're going to need a lawyer. That's what she told me. It's in my book. Hey, look, I don't want to tell y'all my book, man. God, I don't want to tell y'all my book, man. This is in the book. She said, sir, you're going to need a lawyer. I said, I'm going to need a lawyer just to have them do the right thing? All you got to do is go on the computer and change it. I'm the full custodial parent of 2 boys. Why would y'all take money out of my paycheck, out of my money, in order? I got both of my kids in the house with me. I said, okay, I'll pay y'all then. Guess what? I'll pay y'all if y'all could tell me where the money is. The money going to come back to me that month? I'll pay y'all and then make y'all come back to me with the money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'll pay it. I'm going to pay the child support if y'all can tell me and guarantee that the money will be coming back to me through a check from y'all. Guess what, y'all? They never sent the money to me. And I tried them one time. I went on and paid it. And I tried them one time. and then it never came to me. Get what I did? Cut that account off. I stopped the whole account. I closed my whole banking account system down and went and opened another account somewhere else on a different bank. That's my story, y'all. Didn't he tell me a few years ago, tell your story so I can get the glory? Didn't he tell me that? I'm just telling y'all my story. That's all. Y'all gonna get a chance to read it in a few minutes, though. Yeah, y'all gonna get a chance to read this story. Out the gate with the lemon. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's what transpired. And so, what I'm supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? But tell y'all my story. That's all I can tell. I don't care nothing about it now at this moment. I'm 57. I'll be 57 in September 25th. A few days from now, I'll be 57 years old. God spared my life. And I'm so grateful, y'all. I am so thankful. I'm appreciative. I walk with an attitude of gratitude towards life and towards living and towards the essence of who I am. He told us yesterday, now you don't have to be perfect, but you must be pure. Ooh-wee. There's a significant difference. And so at the same time, I really want to play this song for y'all, but y'all know it's gonna stop my it'll stop my live. So I really want to play this song for y'all, but I can't do it. Because then it's gonna stop my whole live and make my live become null and void. You don't have to be perfect out here in these streets, but you must be pure. Did you hear me? I say you don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection, man. Hey, sir, there's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing as perfection. But you must be pure as you walk through this thing called life, right? And as you go through your ups and your downs and your trials and your tribulations, you must be pure. That's the only way. You walk with a sense of purity. You don't have no nothing that will taint your walk in pure understanding and comprehensions, in the essence of who you are, in your value, in your worth in the earth. You're worthy in this earth. You're worthy. You got to understand that you're worthy of being here. That's the reason why you're here, because you're worthy and you hold value. Yeah. And so I'm here this morning just telling you that you got to walk pure. Don't let situations, don't let these lemons of life that has taken all of us, these lemons of life have really can really navigate your thoughts, right? You walk through this life, I think you come out as a clean slate. I believe what one of my theorists is that told us that we were all blank slates, right? When we first came out. And to a certain degree, I believe some of the things that he said we're all a blank slate. And the environment by which we were brought into, the atmosphere by which we came into as young, as an embryo, as a child, he said that environment shapes your thinking. It shapes your thoughts and your mental capacity. It shapes it through your environment. And I don't know if I believe everything he said, but I do believe that, yes, your social economic status, we call it SES. You know what I'm saying? The SES plays a significant factor on how you maneuver and how you think and how you be and you're poverty, some poverty stricken stuff and people like that does. So at the same time, I believe that you can become and you can overcome right? You can believe and you can create the narrative in your mind that you are more than what they say you are. You got to know this type of stuff for yourself. Nobody can know this for you, man. Hey, sir, nobody can't know this type of stuff for you. You got to know this stuff for yourself. And so at the same time as I turned my face to the wall, and at the same time as I was driving down the street, I keep telling y'all my downloads come. Probably when I have that radio off and I'm just in my zone, going places and doing things. And he said, tell him I said that the dwelling place that I would desire them to dwell and meet them at is in your heart. That's your dwelling place. Your dwelling place is in the heart. And so that's what he told me to tell you. That's what I've said. So my assignment at this moment is complete. It's complete based on the fact that this morning, he said, tell them I said that the dwelling place is in their hearts. You gotta go inward. It ain't in the synagogues, man. It might not be in the churches, man. It might not be in all the coliseums and all of the, you know what I'm saying? It might not be in the Catholicism of the physical body, you know what I'm saying? The physical consecrated walls in this world. He said the dwelling place is in your heart. That's internal. And so that's where he wants to meet you. And that's where you must dwell, in the secret place of the Most High, abiding under the shadow of the Almighty. So it's in your heart where he desires. Is your secret place is in your heart. Because in your heart, that's where he can meet you and you can sup with him and you can pull out a table in your heart and then you can sup with him there. You can have a real true heart to heart right there in your heart with the creator of all things. Because that's where he want to dwell. And that's where he told me to tell the mind of the people. Ooh, he said, tell the mind of the people that I desire to dwell in that secret place. And that secret place of dwelling is in your heart. That's where he want to dwell. And so at the same time, y'all know you ain't got to be perfect out here in these streets, but you must be pure. Ooh-wee. He said, you don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. You will never be perfected here on this earth. You'll never be perfect. He said, but you don't tell him that you don't have to be perfect, but you must be pure. And so y'all know I'm a sharer. I don't have no problem with sharing with y'all. I don't have a problem with sharing. I'm gonna share a portion of my thoughts and my understanding and my conscientiousness in the atmosphere. Yeah, maybe this is the legacy by which I have to leave. You feel me? I say maybe this is the legacy by which I have to leave behind, that y'all can tap into. Y'all have the ability to tap into you know what I'm saying, these words years after. I probably got about a good 40 more on this earth, but years after, y'all will be able to go back to these lives and go back to these sessions and see at that moment by which I was speaking into the mind of the people. And he said, tell them I said that the dwelling place is in their hearts. That's where he wants to dwell with you. It's in your heart. He's going to give you your heart's desires. But you got to meet him in your heart. in a pure space, not a perfect place, but a pure space. Yeah, it's got to be pure. You got to walk in pure understanding and comprehensions. And so at the same time, it's a blessing to be here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I am on assignment. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. Even when I don't have that lab jacket on, it's close by. I did get it out the cleaners yesterday. So I don't have that lab jacket on, but trust me, it's in the area by which it has to be. And so I am this morning. I am here to tell you to realize that I do what I do because I am who I am. And what seemed hard for others is effortless for me. Hard work is effortless for me because I am fully aligned with my desires. Taking actions is effortless for me because I let the love take its course. And I have a magnetic and dynamic personality, radiant with love, confidence, certainty, and optimism. I attract only beneficial circumstances in my life. And you got to say that for yourself. Now, I only attract beneficial circumstances. I say I attract them. I ain't got to go chase them. I said I attract only beneficial circumstances in my life. I've got to go, y'all. It's been a blessing. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment to tell the world the universe is mental. I got to go, y'all. Y'all be blessed. And I'll see y'all again tomorrow.